From MontanaSports.com, this is MTN Sports Extra.
Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Sports Extra. I'm Kyle Hansen. We'll start this show off with some news on the hardwood with some local college coaches. Montana State men's basketball coach Danny Sprinkle agreed to a 4-year contract extension to stay at MSU. Sprinkle just completed his 3rd year with the Bobcats, and it was a historic one as MSU won 27 games and won the Big Sky Conference tournament title for the first time since 1996 as they advanced to the NCAA tournament, where they ultimately fell to Texas Tech. This comes as Sprinkle's name was circulating for other jobs in the men's college basketball ranks. Staying in the Big Sky Conference, Havre native Lori Payne also agreed to a contract extension to remain the women's coach at Northern Arizona. Payne's contract was a 5-year extension as she just finished her 5th year guiding the Lumberjacks program. This past season, Payne and NAU advanced to the Big Sky Tournament title game for the first time since 2007, where they ultimately fell to Montana State. Payne took over a program in need of a rebuild, and in her first year on the job, they went 7-23. This year, the Lumberjacks won 17 games, a program best since that 06-07 season. The Montana Grizzlies recently finished up their spring football session as they now head into the summer and fall. Their takeaway was that it was successful, concluding with last week's scrimmage down in Hamilton. Spring football is in the books for the Montana Grizzlies. The conclusion of the scrimmage last Friday marked the final day of spring ball, and UM head coach Bobby Hauck said he was pleased with how this latest spring session went.
I think the spring's been really good. I think there's been some good performances. I'm really encouraged by a lot of guys that haven't played a lot of college football being more ready to do that. So, I don't know. I thought the spring was good.
Hauck said he won't take too much away from Friday's scrimmage, a game where no points were scored until the 3rd quarter as both the offensive and defensive units ran a limited option of plays. But as the Grizzlies go forward, there will be plenty to keep an eye on come fall camp. Montana is currently entrenched in a quarterback battle between Chris Brown and Lucas Johnson, and the Grizzlies are also looking to replace 3 starting offensive linemen and both of their starting defensive ends, positions where young guys are looking to step up. Plus, how will UM's injured running backs from a year ago return, and which young players will step up to replace stalwarts like Samuel Akem on offense or Jace Lewis on defense? Linebacker Braxton Hill and receiver Aaron Fonts are 2 players looking to do exactly that.
Yeah, it's awesome. You know, growing up, you just see like guys like Jordan Tripp, Brock Coyle, and you just want to be them, and then you get here and you just watch the seniors and you just see the atmosphere. It's just awesome, and everyone just loves Montana football, and it just makes it that much more fun. And then when it's your turn, and all you can do is leave it all out there and enjoy it.
It feels good. You know, my freshman year I got, not too many reps, but I got a few reps to, get game time, and now just coming in the spring I feel a lot more comfortable with the plays and all that. So just all around just felt like a better player coming out here for the team.
But with spring now completed, Hauck's takeaway is he likes what he sees so far and feels good about where the team currently sits. Reporting in Missoula, Kyle Hansen, MTN Sports.
Creating depth this spring has been a focal point for Montana State football in every crevice of their team. But following this year's FCS title game, one position group with probably the highest priority aside from quarterback has been the running backs.
It's definitely somewhere we need to develop depth, not just have one guy get a bunch of carries and end up not being healthy towards the end of the season.
While Isaiah Afonse's 1,600 rushing yards last fall may have set a new Bobcat record, his 280 carries nearly entered the running back into uncharted waters. And it's a lesson learned for Montana State after that workload finally caught up with Isaiah in the postseason, now sidelining him this spring as he recovers from knee surgery.
Running back is a very physical position. It tends to get a lot of guys injured, a lot of guys go down.
And that's exactly why this offseason finding a back to share that workload has been critical.
That backup running back was a little bit of a revolving door last year, and we need to really solidify that. And spring's when you got to do that.
Last season, Elijah Elliott was the coined backup, finishing 3rd in rushing, but with him also sidelined due to a hamstring injury, it's presented an opportunity for growth for guys like Demarius Hosey and, of course, Lane Sumner.
Next man up, and that's kind of how we've always been in our room. Like I said, the running back is a physical position. Guys go down. There's no drop off. That's our goal, is the next guy is just as good as the guy that went down.
Montana State held a close scrimmage to cap off week 3 of spring ball, which was the team's first game simulation since the FCS championship. While head coach Brent Vegan said there's still growth to be had, he did share that Lane had the longest run of the afternoon.
There's some big names that have toe to the rock here, and I think it's really special anytime you get to carry the ball. You know, you represent Montana State.
In Bozeman, Ashley Washburn, MTN Sports.
And while the Grizz spring football session is over, the Bobcats are still in the middle of theirs. And joining us right now is MTN's Ashley Washburn, who has been there to see it all. And Ashley, let's kick it off. And what are some of the biggest storylines you're seeing from Bobcat Fall Camp as they come in off a runner-up finish from last fall?
Absolutely. Well, one of the biggest ones that we've seen, not only us that we're interested in, but the fans are interested, is obviously that depth in the quarterback room and the running back room. I think that was probably the biggest thing that came out of that FCS championship was, there was a little lack of depth that was exposed, especially when Tommy Malott went down and then Isaiah Fonse wasn't at his full strength. And so, bringing in Sean Chambers, a lot of people are interested to see how he's kind of developing. And Brent Began has said he's really filled into that spot just fine. They haven't said who's going to be the starting quarterback come this fall. I think they're still going to run with Tommy Malott, but Sean Chambers has really just slid into there very comfortably. And then same with that running back position. Isaiah is not practicing at all this spring. And now Elijah Elliott, who was their backup last spring, is also out. And so now that running back room looks a lot different than maybe it did last year. And so it's giving an opportunity for growth for guys like Lane Sumner, a Montana kid, as well as Demarius Hosey, and kind of really trying to figure out who that backup running back is going to be, because even Brent Began said it after week 2 spring ball, that backup position was somewhat of a revolving door because Isaiah Fonse, took, 280 carries last year, which almost broke a Bobcat record. And you can't have a workload like that with one guy because it'll wear off come the end of the season.
Right, and his value obviously is paramount for the success of that team. And so, Ashley, now that they've been practicing for a few weeks and you've gotten a chance to go to some practices, what are some things you've seen at practice? And are there been any players who've kind of stood out from what you've been able to watch over there in Bozeman?
Well, let's start with Tommy Malott. I mean, that's definitely a kid that we all had our eyes on come the postseason. And the biggest thing coming into spring was we want to see Tommy throw the ball more, because we saw, if you have a guy keep running the ball, the chances of getting hurt are possible. And that's exactly what happened in that FCS championship. And we've seen Tommy throw the ball at the high school level, but at the college level, we saw just a glimpse of it in that postseason. And so we've been seeing him throw in practice. He looks great. And the guy who he's throwing to, which is really going to turn heads this season, in my opinion, is Robbie Alston. He's a transfer from St. John's in Minnesota, a D3 school, but you can see why he made that jump to the FCS, because I think he's really going to fill out in that wideout position, filling in for Lance McCutcheon that we lost this spring.
And ultimately, Ashley, what are the next few weeks of, or next week, I should say, of Bobcat spring football hold, and what's kind of their timeline as they get set to wrap up their session as well?
Yeah, last week, it's kind of insane that these 5 weeks have already flown by. Come next week, Saturday, April 23rd, spring game, which is going to be open to the fans. So a lot of fans will be able to get a firsthand glimpse of what they've been working on these past 5 weeks. I think that's probably the biggest thing. And then obviously coming up in another month is going to be the NFL draft. And a lot of people are going to be tuned in to see where Troy Anderson falls, whether it's late in the second or in the third. But lots of things Bobcat fans are looking forward to coming up.
Absolutely. Ashley, thanks so much for the insight on what spring ball has been for Montana State this past month.
Awesome. Thanks, Kyle.
The past few months have been a whirlwind for Troy Anderson. From the FCS Championship to the NFL Combine, the All-American has been a busy man. And at his latest stop in Bozeman, I got a chance to catch up with him before he moves on to the next level. At MSU's Pro Day, Anderson returned to Bobcat Stadium where he participated in some drills as he puts a bow on his NFL draft resume.
I mean, it was just kind of finishing touches, like get the shuttles out of the way and, do some position work. And it's always fun to move on to real football instead of the track stuff that we've been doing for the last couple months.
Between the Bobcats championship game against North Dakota State and the Pro Day, Anderson participated in the Reese Senior Bowl where he turned heads and raised his draft stock.
It was good. You would go down there and it was, a different experience with all really good players, and you kind of just realize it's still football. It's just football, and it was a good confidence boost.
The Senior Bowl was also an opportunity for Anderson to show the nation what Bobcat football is all about.
You play at Montana State, and I think we play good football here, and then you go down there, and it's like, oh, yeah, I guess we do. We have really good players here. So many guys on our team can fit in everywhere within the country. Definitely built some confidence.
After the Senior Bowl, Anderson received an invite to the NFL Combine where he wowed teams with a 4.42 in the 40-yard dash.
So I didn't know what I had run. After I ran the first one, I didn't really want to know, I guess. So I didn't check my phone or anything. And I was like, oh, just got to go run faster. And then after the second one, they flashed it on the screen. I was like, that'll work.
After a very busy few months, Anderson now has a few quiet weeks between now and the draft. He'll head back home to Dillon, where he'll have some time to reflect on his remarkable journey. From a small-town Montana kid to the cusp of playing in the National Football League.
I'm definitely going to get some fly fishing in. Yeah, the weather permitting, it'll be good. Like the next couple weeks, kind of relax and hang out with family and friends and try to get back into football shape, like do football stuff.
In Butte, Luke Shelton, MTN Sports.
Coming up, we'll catch up with a Whitefish native who is heading to the National Hockey League for the Ottawa Senators. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Join the statewide sports conversation and follow Montana Sports on Facebook.
Welcome back to Sports Extra. The rich tradition of Billings American Legion baseball continued Saturday with the induction of 6 members of its latest Hall of Fame class. Here's a look at your inductees, which include 3 former players from both the Billings Scarlets and Royals. This is Bill McIntosh, a member of the Post 4 team that reached the Legion World Series in 1958 and 1960. McIntosh went on to play at Notre Dame. Aaron Levitt was a member of the Royals in the late 80s. He was an outfielder and also part of the 1988 state champion Hall of Fame team. Randy Walter, who grew up playing in Huntley Project, said he almost quit the sport at age 15 because he was so intimidated trying out against over 100 kids from the bigger Billings schools in the 90s. Walter earned a scholarship to Wichita State and played minor league ball for the San Francisco Giants, reaching the AAA level. Your 3 former Scarlets are Jeff Earn, now the principal at Billings Senior High School, who was recently voted Montana's Principal of the Year. He actually started with the blue side, but when school boundaries changed with the addition of Skyview, Earn became a member of the red. Tim Benjamin was a Scarlets pitcher in 77 and 78 and went on to a long career in sales managing. And Brandon Page was a Scarlets ace in the early 90s. His career record at then Cobb Field, 17-1. Page then earned a 4-year baseball scholarship to the University of Utah. Head over to montanasports.com for profiles on all 6 of the latest inductees. After 2 years at the University of North Dakota and an appearance in the Winter Olympics, Whitefish native Jake Sanderson is making his pro hockey career a reality after officially getting signed to the Ottawa Senators. MTN's Alexa Belcastro caught up with Sanderson about his latest move to the NHL.
Whitefish native Jake Sanderson was the first Montana native to be named team captain for the U.S. national junior team. He also competed in this year's 2022 Olympics in Beijing, but he added one more accolade to his list as he just signed his entry-level contract with the Ottawa Senators.
I think just the 82-game schedule probably will be the most change. It'll be a really busy schedule and super taxing on the body, so that's kind of something that I'll have to get used to, and I'm sure I will. As the weeks and the months go on.
Sanderson played for the national development team from 2018 to 2020 and says that's when he realized this dream he had could very much become a reality.
I think when I played for the national development team, that's kind of when I realized it was getting more serious and there was probably a pretty good chance of that happening just with seeing some other guys that went through the same team. 2 years there and 2 years at North Dakota too. So I don't think there's a specific time, but just, as I became more confident with myself, that's kind of when I realized.
And for us, where Sanderson finds his confidence?
I think just with myself, just putting in the work every day. I'm somebody who's confident off like my preparation and how I go about my day. So just making sure I'm working hard every single day.
Confidence was something Sanderson had to lean on as his USA Hockey debut wasn't the easiest. From finding out he had COVID right before traveling to then getting injured in the game versus Canada.
It was a difficult time for me, just physically, obviously getting injured, but also mentally as well. Once I got over there, I was just super relieved. And to play that one game was pretty special, even to play against Team Canada too, another great team. So it was a really good game. It was really hard for me. I felt just to get into it, just coming right off COVID too, my lungs weren't quite there.
But now Sanderson is there and excited for this new chapter he's starting to write at just 19 years old.
Just, having the opportunity to play in the NHL is pretty special to say. So again, I'm just being patient for when my time comes, but when it is, I'll be ready and super grateful that it happened.
Reporting in Whitefish, Alexa Belcastro, MTN Sports.
Carroll College coach Mo Boyle has been coaching the Fighting Saints volleyball program since 2005. Now, in the athletic department's time of need, she finds herself in another position. Boyle is now the head softball coach.
My immediate response was yes, you got to take care of the student athletes. That really and truly is what we're here for. And I think after I got off the phone, it was really a question of what am I doing, but it's been great ever since.
She's previously held softball coaching positions at Helena Capital, Kalispell Flathead, and Beloit College, but she didn't enter this season alone.
Brooke Brewer, who graduated last May, has been helping out, and she has a full-time job, so it's been on, when she's able to be here, but has been a tremendous help. And Mike Miller, who has coached at Capitol High since the inception of softball in Montana. I was a JV coach for him a number of years ago, and when I got this position, I called him and asked if he would be willing to help, at least until his season got started. So he's been a tremendous help as well.
This softball season in particular has shown her how local athletics can bring everyone together.
There's no doubt that we're all here for the athletes and the excitement of being able to watch these guys grow. I think we're all in it for the right reasons, and it's apparent that the athletes are here to do whatever you want them to do. They want to be coached, and they work hard, and they're tremendous people. And so it's hard to not want to help when you have those characteristics.
The Fighting Saints softball team will be back in action Friday and Saturday at Centennial Park as they take on the University of British Columbia Thunderbirds. In Helena, Kennedy Broadwell, MTN Sports.
Coming up, the MHSA Executive Director is retiring. Hear our extended conversation with him next.
Join the statewide sports conversation and follow Montana Sports on Facebook.
Welcome back to Sports Extra. The high school sports season is winding to a close, and that means All-Star Showcases will be right around the corner. The Midland Roundtable announced the rosters for the boys and girls teams for the 2022 Montana-Wyoming All-Star Basketball Series. 10 boys and 10 girls were selected to the teams this year. They'll play in Sheridan against the Wyoming All-Stars on June 17th, and on June 18th will play in Lockwood. The Midland Roundtable also announced the rosters for the inaugural East-West All-Star Volleyball Classic. That game will be played on June 18th in Lockwood as well. Full rosters for all of those teams can be found on montanasports.com. On Monday, Montana High School Association Executive Director Mark Beckman announced his retirement after 4 decades of working in high school athletics. MTN's Sam Hoyle caught up with Beckman in our latest one-on-one, who is calling it a career after seeing plenty of change in his time with the MHSA.
After 40 years in Montana high school academics and athletics, and 25 of those years coming right here at the Montana High School Association, Executive Director Mark Beckman has said it's time for him to ride off into the sunset, announcing his retirement at the end of June of this year. And in sitting down with Beckman ahead of his retirement, we talked about everything from his favorite and most difficult moment as the Executive Director here at the MHSA to where he's looking forward to golfing when he retires. Here are some more important anecdotes that I found in our conversation. When you look back at, when you first got this executive director position, it was 18 years ago, correct?
Correct.
Did you imagine being able to change this much in Montana high school athletics?
It's funny you ask that, because a lot of times everyone, including myself, is always happy with the status quo, as long as it's going smooth and there's no bumps. But I remember someone shared a quote one time, with you, that change is inevitable, but growth is optional. And I always remembered that we don't want to just sit there and just stay on the same track. Another quote where you're going to get run over, And so I knew it was eventually going to come, because we have so many new ideas coming out of, whether it's coaches or administrators, and saying, well, what about this? And the more they question, we've always, I hope, have been open to put it into committee, to make sure there's a lot of discussion, and then to bring it forward if there's a consensus to do that. We always want to make sure, we always look at it and make sure that there's a consensus. And there has been some change, because for a while baseball couldn't even get on the table. There wasn't a lot of support for it. And then all of a sudden the change, here it comes, girls wrestling, the whole thing. But we've always hopefully been open for that discussion, knowing that eventually there's probably going to be change, and change is good.
March 12th, 2020. Do you remember that day?
I do.
I know you've been asked about this a lot, especially, the months preceding that date. Looking back at it now, you know, knowing what we know, going through what we've gone through. What do you remember about that decision, and if you could go back, would you change anything?
You know, I've been asked that many times, and I wouldn't have changed anything, just because at that time, I have to remind people, the NCAA was shut down, the NAIA was shut down, everything was shut down, and for us to continue on, because no one knew what was really happening. Were those 4 cases going to just balloon right away? And when you have a captive crowd like that with thousands and thousands of people in arenas in 4 different spots in our state. So I wouldn't have changed it, because that's the information we had at the time. And the one thing that I did was they, you know, talking with the state health department of that, they said, you know, we want you to shut it down. That was earlier on Friday afternoon. And I spoke with my board and I said, my decision, if you support it, is going to be to get through the semifinals so we can at least have co-champions. And they agreed. So we went a little longer than what I think people thought we should have in some cases, but I think it worked out okay, and at least we got our champions crowned.
Now that's just a taste of the conversation, which is much, much longer. For the full conversation, you can find that on montanasports.com. In Helena, Sam Hoyle, MTN Sports.
Coming up, we catch up with a Montana Tech football player who was working his way back to the field after battling cancer. That's next on Sports Extra.
There's more from MTN Sports Anytime at montanasports.com.
Just over a year ago, Charlotte native and Montana Tech football player Isaiah Alec was diagnosed with vascular cancer in his right leg. But fast forward to today, and a return to the football field is getting ever closer to reality. MTN's Luke Shelton has the story.
Last year I brought you the story of Charlotte native and Montana Tech football player Isaiah Alec, who, after being diagnosed with a rare form of cancer, received a stunning outpouring of support. Since that diagnosis, Isaiah has been dreaming of suiting up and charging onto this field. Well, I recently caught up with him and I'm pleased to report he's well on his way to making that dream a reality. That's Isaiah rocking the bench press in March, a little over a year after a tumor was discovered in his right leg. Today, he's back on campus and his battle is nearly won after a string of surgeries to remove that growth. But he'll be left with this scar to remind him of his journey and the fight to rid his body of cancer.
That is what those 4 surgeries did. The doctor told me that it was comparable to like if you took a tennis ball and kind of squished it a little bit so it was elongated. So he said it was a pretty decent sized tumor.
After his diagnosis, a GoFundMe page was set up that within a few days had raised tens of thousands of dollars from hundreds of donors toward Isaiah's treatment. A year later, that treatment is almost complete.
I'm beyond grateful for all the support I've received, and nobody has quit on me, and so I'm not going to quit on anybody.
The tumor removal also gave Isaiah the ability to walk with confidence once again.
When the tumor was in my leg, it was preventing my leg from fully straightening, and so I kind of had like a permanent limp almost, like my knee was just stuck at a certain spot. I was really self-conscious about it, and once they removed it and I was able to walk again and touch my toes again, it was just something I can't really describe. It was like a pretty cool time in my life. A lot of weights lifted off of my shoulder.
Isaiah feels his leg is at about 90% right now, and he expects doctors to fully clear him for football in the next few months. It's something he's been looking forward to for a long time.
Next season's coming up. I'm really itching to get on the field and just not have to worry about being on the sidelines.
He's received a wealth of support from everyone at Tech and says Butte has truly become a second home to him.
I wouldn't call myself a Butte rat yet, but I would say I'm getting close.
The ending is shaping up to be an uplifting one, but the road here was rough at times, especially shortly after learning he had cancer.
Got really depressed, but as the time went on and things started to get better, it really made me appreciate the little things and made me appreciate the time I have and to not take any of it for granted.
And when he finally does get to run onto Bob Green Field before a game, you can bet he'll be cherishing every second of it.
Counting down the days, man. It's been a long time coming, and I'm ready for it. I've been waiting for a year and a half now, and I just can't wait any longer. Counting down the days for sure.
In Butte, Luke Shelton, MTN Sports.
An inspiring story. Thank you, Luke, for that. That'll do it for this week's MTN Sports Extra. If you're looking for more sports content from around the state, visit montanasports.com for the latest. Thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend, everyone.